Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla, finishing off the Kent mysteries. Start with some good old hallucinogens. Let's see. Observe the signs and pass through the gates in the right order. Oof, was there something to read? Okay, well, I mean, it clearly showed me that one. And there's one there. I guess we'll go this way. I don't really have a I don't know if that was right or not now. See, I see 4 fires there. I don't really see any there or there. Ooh, what is this? Oh, maybe that's the trick. That, haha, you don't actually go in any of them. This is weird. But instead, you climb up. Unless, that's a boat. That's a fire. This is a animal sacrifice. This one's birds, I guess. And then this is a very weird little rock. Alright. So the first one was a boat, followed by fire. So I'm going to assume that water is first, since the boat is first, as you climb this thing. Now, assuming we have 4, I would guess boat, followed by fire, followed by what I'm going to say is forest, and then birds. Sky, I guess. So water, fire, earth, I guess, and sky. So water first, followed by fire. Wow, that's really bright. Followed by earth, I guess represented by the forest and animals. As good of indication as any. I mean, what are they going to do? Throw a couple rocks in there? Whoopity-doo. And then last but not least, sky. Hey, back.
Travel widely to become wise, for all things are too easy at home, and the ignorant who sit among wise men will be mocked.
Basically, unless you get out and do stuff, you don't really know what the world is like, I guess. Which is fair. I mean, that's why a lot of these people who like all like these rich people or politicians who have never actually had a job don't actually know how anything in the real world works. You know? And it's something that can happen over time as well. Like, even if it's somebody who like had a job, you know, growing up, worked hard, you know, they get into a position where they don't really have to do anything for like a couple years, and it all goes out the window, man. Like, I've had quite a few bosses where it's like, you know that they worked their way up to where they are, but it's been so long since they've actually had to deal with any of the problems that any like regular employee has that they've got nothing. Like, that they're just like they just make like absolute shit decisions. You know, I'm sure anybody who's ever had a boss, I don't know why I got off of it so quickly, in retail has had this. Has had that? Like, all right, some megaliths. The bear, I guess that is sleeping there. And there's the
Here
pattern.
in the ancient kingdom of Kent, the Jutes have brought me to where his fire burns through traces of the Nephilim. Here the Lord speaks to me again. He warns of betrayals, of struggles, of the trials of the first ones. I do not always understand his message. If he is warning me, it is because he believes I am worthy. He says there is one angel still trapped, she who must be released or joined. Must I find her?
Okay. I am a little curious as to like whether like what these little sayings are, like if that's something that like Ubisoft came up with, or if it actually has like okay, well this was a worthless thing to climb up. What about here? You're a lot lower. No. Oh, is it really that easy? Oh, come on. A little bit further back. No? Oh, that's too far there. Come on now. I mean, that definitely looks like it's completed, right? We're almost a little bit further back. Come on, there it is. Is it not? Maybe. Oh, there we go. Just had to. There it is. The bear's kind of breaking the pattern a little bit,
I
but
feel
you know,
something.
whatever.
Light and heat.
But yeah, I am a little curious as to what their explanation for the megaliths is, because I mean, I don't know how many of them are still standing, but like that's what Stonehenge is a megalith. And I know that as far well, at least as far as I'm aware, nobody has yet to figure out what it was really used for. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it was just like a ceremonial, sacred place. I mean, you know, let's fucking put these rocks up, and why not? I mean, and whether or not it was actually used for anything important other than just like ceremonies or something, I mean, it was probably used for a bunch of stuff, you know. I read one thing that was supposed to have something to do with funerals. There was like, because it's like on a river or something. I don't know if we'll be able to see on the map because I know Stonehenge is over here somewhere, but it looks like the picture. It should be like right here. But like wherever it is, and then like up the river or something from it is like one that was supposedly made out of wood or something. I don't, you know. And like the wood was supposed to signify life, and then the stone one was supposed to signify death or something. So they like assumed that it had something to do with like funerals, but I don't know. It was a long time ago that I watched. I don't even remember what I was watching that tried to explain it like that was.
It's impossible. 25, then 26. They come and go and take my wits with them.
What troubles you, old man?
Please, I beg you. How many are there? I must know.
How many what?
The stones. Every time I count them, the answer is different. First 20, then 21. The fair folk made a madman of me.
Rock cannot appear and disappear. I shall count them.
Run round and round, pick up your skirts, still drag your robes through the dirt.
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think that's where I started.
Your stone centuries. I've counted them.
And how many lords and ladies come to dance a jig?
There are 21. I am as sure as I can be.
See? Never the same. Never the same. Please, count them again. You must. To save my wits.
I can already see that there's more rocks now. So we'll start here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
I cannot get the same number twice.
Never the same. Never the same. Cobweb cloaks and magpie hats.
Now they're 26. How can this be?
See? Never the same. Never the same. Please, count them again. You must. To save my wits.
Okay. Start there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
This is madness. They change each time.
Don't close your eyes, or they'll steal the glinting flint. Scrabble it away.
Perhaps there are 23.
Ha! They have bewitched you too. Twirl and spin and dance and grin. Pyewack, it comes to bite your shin. Who came crawling from the moor like a fat black rabbit without any legs? I see you, glisten little imp. 27, 21, 23, 24, 22, 22, 22.
I don't know how to help you. It seems as if the stones appear and disappear at will.
You should not stay here. Leave. Leave before they claim you.
The Skrimir toy with me, casting his magic in England.
I mean, let's see. Went to the center of the, I think they're called fairy rings.
That stone. Was it here before? And where's my mad friend? Damn this cursed place.
Oh, that stone. Wow, and we're just not going to get any explanation on that one, eh? I am a little curious now if there's like, if there is an actual trick to it. If it's like every time you talk to him it changes. If it's like because I actually ran around
Smells
it
like
in a
a trap.
circle and didn't just stand there and count it. If that made it change, you know? Like, I am very curious as to how that one actually works. I will say they did a great job changing how many rocks there are there, because I noticed, obviously, after we talked to him the first time, that there was definitely more rocks there, but I didn't actually see them, like, pop in or anything. Same with, like, the next times that we did it, I never actually saw the rocks, like, the number of rocks change. I could just tell that they had, you know, so they did a very good job. I imagine that if it loaded slow enough, you would probably see it, but it definitely loaded way fast enough, or however they had it load in definitely worked to hide it. Alright, I'll just take it off the horse. You see, this is my issue with animals, right? Because it was charging at me, it managed to keep up with my galloping horse that entire way. And not only that, I could understand, I mean, pigs can be pretty fast. I can definitely understand it keeping up with the horse. I just don't believe for a second that it would bother, is the issue that I have with it.
Who will hear my tale of folly and greed?
I will.
I'm here, old man. Tell me your tale.
3 young men came to me not long ago. Braggarts, full of drink and sin. Death had claimed a friend of theirs. So they set out to find Death and teach him a lesson.
That is foolish. We Norse do not seek to control death. We embrace it.
Aye. But rudely they demanded of me, tell us where to find Death. You are old. You must know him. Look no further, said I. He is under the great oak in the forest behind me. And that is where they went.
Okay. I mean, clearly
A
means
strange
that.
tale, and one that lingers like a terrible dream. Is this the
I
great
see
oak the
dead
old man
bodies.
spoke of? Death. So this is what the old man meant. But what happened here? Strangled. That is no bandit's work.
So you think the old man got him? Somehow?
Killed by poison. No sign of a struggle. He must have taken it unknowingly. By his pallor, I would say poison took this one's life. What was he reaching for, I wonder? Food and ale. But why make a camp here if they were searching for death, as the old man said? Silver. No doubt this played some part in this sorry scene. The three men found hidden treasure beneath the tree. They made camp while they decided how to split the prize. Two of them turned on the third. But he was one step ahead of them, and had already poisoned their ale. So the glister of silver drove these greedy fools to murder. It seems they found death after all. Or death found them.
See now, there's only 40 silver in that jar. And now, once again, it's hard to judge based on this game alone. Oh, and what is this? By the big tree just north of the ruins in the heart of the forest, Lisa cleared it. Okay. But 40 silver doesn't seem like a lot. Like, but once again, because I don't have to buy like normal everyday stuff for Eivor, it's really hard to judge. And also because it's a video game, you know, like the stuff I do have to buy, I don't really have like a real world equivalent as to like how much that would cost. Like, I don't know how much a tattoo scheme would cost. I don't know how much a tattoo costs, but you know, and even then you can't really because it's just a pattern.
Return to the Beastmaster and tell him I will not fall to the drum of your devil's hooves.
No, Eivor, the fucking pig that just charged you.
You drive me mad with snorting. I did not mean to snare the she-wolf. Tell him. Tell your master her blood is not on my hands.
Oh God.
Beg him, please. He must remove the curse. The forest of evil is up against me, red in tooth and claw.
Oh, yet another pig. Fucking Christ. Okay, well that's 3 pigs and 2 wolves, and that's what he talked about.
Away, cursed tusks! Return to the Beastmaster and tell him I will not fall to the drum of your devil's hooves!
Door's locked, but there's a key over here. So we'll see if this lets us in. I mean, we've cleared out the pigs and the wolves.
Dead. From fear or something else. These are the ramblings of a madman. But the animals, I cannot deny they tormented him.
He lives among the animals, more beast than man. He commands all creatures, from the lowly mouse to the fearsome bear. They do his bidding, heinous and cruel. He claims to be nature's protector, but I see him with blood in his teeth, feral and wild like the wolf. And now he has cursed me for my terrible crime.
He fulfilled his own prophecy, and nature took its revenge. And that stench, rubbish and rotting food. In his fear, he barricaded himself inside. Little wonder the rats came. He was terrified. Believed himself cursed after killing a she-wolf and her cub.
I am doomed. While I was hunting, I came upon a she-wolf and her cubs barely older than one setting of the sun. She bared her teeth at me, and though I wanted to flee and leave the mother in peace, she chased me through the trees. I am ashamed to say I struck her a deathly blow. Did not want them to die, but what can I do? I think the Beastmaster saw my deed, and now he has placed a terrible curse upon me. The boars bellow outside my door, the rats scrabbling the walls. One will get me, I know it. Okay. I mean, that sounded clearly like self-defense. I mean, he ran away, the wolf chased him, and then he defended himself. I mean, obviously the Beastmaster didn't see everything, or just didn't care. I mean, alright, well, since that only took 20 minutes, good God. Those were way shorter than the last ones we did. Oh, I can upgrade my trousers again. Now I think all of my stuff, until I get some more, whatever the hell ingots it is fully upgraded. What do I need for this? Cloth, okay. Go, more. Oh, I only have one more quiver upgrade. But yeah, like I said last time, we'll... What did I get here? Specky symbol? I don't even know where the hell I got that from. We'll do the treasure hoards for Shropshire and Oxford. In the southern heaths of Oxfordshire, there's a... Oh, wait. Casting shadow on a small ring to find me where the waters used to run. Okay, no, that one we did do, and it just didn't disappear for some reason. Costo Castle Horde map. Okay, so outside there by the docks. Okay. Back to Shropshire and find Costo Castle. If my map will be so kind as to load. Quatford. I mean, you would think that it would be like a marked place, right? What is this place? Manstone Rock, Stippens, whatever. Lake, which I think is also a border. The Abbey, the Outpost, Hillgate Remnants. Westbury. Some kind of ruins. I mean, there's a dock here at Quatford, but I don't know whether the dock will be like a dock that like we can fast travel to, or it'll just be like by the water. Now we do have this whole area up here that we haven't explored, but I feel like if there's going to be a castle, damn it. See, I don't know. I mean, like there's like this little thing here. Costo Castle. Costo Castle. I mean, oh, I think that's in the water. Okay, I see. So it is in the water, which means it might actually be in that lake. Back there for some reason. Okay, so we have two lakes here. Abbey and Outpost. I mean, Watford. We also have this lake here. But I mean, it's not like I can necessarily make out a dock while I'm here, you know? I mean, you would assume that it would be near one of these buildings that we can see on the map where the X's are. But I mean, hang on. Ugh, I'm just gonna look it up. Fuck it. All right. Okay, so apparently... Okay, well, it's near the edge of the map, and it shows that it actually says the name. Westbrook. Wait, did I... Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's Costo Castle. Which means that, based on the map, it's either got to be here or here. This is actually fairly close fast travel point. I am curious as to why Oxford's treasure hoard map didn't go away, but, you know, whatever. Not too worried about it. Not like it makes a difference if it's there or not. I already went and got it. Just like the rest, there's a little bit of silver. You'd really think that treasure hoard, like, I understand that they probably didn't want to give you a bunch of silver because there really isn't all that much to buy. I mean, you can buy the upgrade materials that you need to raise your gear's, I don't know, class, level, whatever. To upgrade your gear like that. But it's still I feel like it doesn't change too much, you know? Or like it doesn't make that big of a difference. I mean, I could be wrong, but like I've been over leveled for the majority of my playtime now. So like the effectiveness of some of this stuff is probably skewed rather harshly. I am glad that we didn't end up as like trying to assassinate people though, because I'm really hoping, because like they didn't fix it, or they haven't fixed it yet as far as I'm aware. Not that they tried to assassinate anybody yet, but they didn't fix it when I played it yesterday. Or it still wasn't fixed when I played it yesterday, so who knows. Okay, now we do have, I don't know why it's taking me up when I clearly need to go down to get to those. But yeah, like I said, we have two bodies of water here. And we have the castle up there. So it could theoretically be at either one. Obviously this one's closer, but we need a dock is the thing. We need one that has a dock in it. Now this one seems rather small for them to have bothered putting a dock in. Yeah. That's what I figured. Oh, you know what? It was probably taking me to the other marker. Since the other marker is I mean, the other thing is, like, they could have just made it where you can't buy upgrade materials, right? If they wanted to actually make how much silver you're getting. But I mean, at the same time, like, when I loot somebody, they only have, like, 3 silver on them. Okay, so it's somewhere in the water by the edge of this dock. It's right there. And I got experience, and that's it? Really? Did that really not give me even silver to fucking solve that one? Nope, sure didn't. Wow. Also, what is it? It's tungsten, right? That's what I need. Yeah. Wow, not even some silver to solve that treasure hoard. All it gave me was experience. Well, fuck you, game. Alright. Let's see. What would I like to do next? I mean, I think that what I would like to do next is come and get this viewpoint. Because in between parts I did go and get the other viewpoints. And I've only got one left. Just because, like, although I doubt that it'll reveal anything here, I was hoping to reveal more rating points. Because that's what I was hoping to do. Next part was do the last of the river raids. Or show you the last of the river raid. And then raid that places in Sussex. And hopefully upgrade something back at my base, back at Ravensthorpe. Um, it's probably still what we'll do next part, but what we'll do if that's all it takes, I don't know. I mean, I guess we could go and find the zealot that's running around here. I did see that marker on the map. So there is a zealot in Sussex that we could technically go and kill. Oh, you know what? After we're done, after we get this viewpoint, or after it loads, maybe, I'm actually going to look at the order thing and see if, because we have picked up some clues, and I don't know if any of them lead us to places that, like, we have access to right now. I say we have access. Technically, we have access to all of it, but, you know what I mean. Places where we've been. Thieves' Warren. Okay, we haven't been to Gloucester yet. Lincoln, no. Sussex. Eastern coast of Essex. Eastern coast of Essex. Is Essex the entire... No, Wessex is that. Essex is there. Okay, we haven't been there yet. Oh, is this guy right? And then that's south of Stonehenge in Hamptonshire. Okay, so yeah, I guess we don't actually have any clues we can follow up on. Well, that's a shame. Where can I... Ah, this way. Thank you, birds. Oh, fuck you and your destination can't be reached. So apparently a lot of people are unhappy with the river raids. I mean, I enjoyed them. It was a nice little, like, there's not a whole lot to it. And I think I even mentioned that, like, as I was playing, like, when I did the first video in them there, where it was like, I'm totally satisfied with this. But for somebody who is, like, already beaten the game, I could definitely see them not being satisfied by it, because it's very... Because I was right, it didn't take that long to more or less finish the river raids. Like I said, I still have one place left to go and do.
I should not be seen.
But that's it.
Get away!
So like it doesn't take very long. So yeah, if I had already finished the game, I'd probably play and be like, that's neat, and be done with it. But I mean, at the same time, it's also a free update. I mean, like if it had been like actual DLC that you had to pay for, I could definitely see people being mad about it. But I mean, I think a lot of people are also mad because with it came apparently a few more things in the like the store for microtransactions, and people are still pissy about those, even though Assassin's Creed does microtransactions better than every other fucking game with microtransactions out there. Like,
No! Get the murdering heathen!
yeah, whatever. But yeah, they're like, it was boring. I read one. Is this one guy? He's a fucking idiot. Because he made a comment how the river raids were shit. And super boring because it was just him going into places, assassinating everyone, and then starting the raid to open the chest. And I read that, and I'm like, well, no shit, you didn't like it. You aren't fucking playing the river raids. Like, like the whole point of them is to raid, not to assassin your way through. I mean, like, yes, a lot of people are complaining that it's like, oh, you're not even really an assassin in these games, and that's true. And I agree that still calling them Assassin's Creed may be a little bit of a misnomer. But I mean, just because it's called Assassin's Creed doesn't mean you have to play it that way, especially this one. Like, in fact, I feel, better off not playing this one stealthy, you know? Like, you're a big Viking guy, you have a crew of raiders that you can have attack places with you, like... But yeah, like, I just couldn't believe that when I read that. And the guy was like, oh, it's just dumb because I don't do it right, basically. It's like, oh, they made this whole game mode, and I'm not playing it the way they want, the way that they designed it to be played, therefore it's shit. And it's like, alright, buddy, listen. It's fine if you don't like it, but you need a better reason than I'm an idiot to not like it. Overall, though, I mean, I don't have that many complaints about it. I mean, it would be nice if there's more than 3 rivers, and if you're lucky enough to get both clues out of them to unlock the 3rd river on your first go through them, you can very easily cycle between them. Because like the extra defenses along the river that they set up are kind of annoying, but they're not like horrid, but they are, I will admit, they are annoying. But obviously once I unlock the 3rd river, as long as I just cycle through the 3 rivers, and to be fair, you don't even have to do that. You could technically raid a river, and then as soon as it loads, just exit. Just say, all right, now we're going home, and it would lower the river defenses. So, you know, it's not bad. The armor set that we got for it, that I got for doing it, I'll actually show you here. St. George's armor. And I'll actually have to, like, let's show. There we go. Show here, St. George's cape. This is the, no, Berserker, Manisters. There it is, St. George's bracers. Trousers, there we go. And helmet. It's like, that's the armor set you get for it. It's not the best, not gonna lie. Like, it's not horrible by any means. I mean, like, this is how I would wear it because I don't like being fully armored as a Viking. It just doesn't feel right. The abilities with it increase attack after impaling an enemy and additionally increase the speed. The flat speed buff is obviously nice. The the increase after impaling an enemy obviously would only work really if you're using, I think, a spear. I don't know what exactly they consider impaling. Like if there's something a little different to it than just, you know, what I imagine impaling to be, which is, you know, what most people, I imagine, or I think would imagine impaling to be. I haven't got the sword yet. There is a sword, which is what we're going to get. You have to fight here's the thing, right? The people online, once again, while they were complaining about it, one of the things is that there was no, like, real big, like, they said basically there was no, like, bosses, that there was more or less a mini boss when you were getting the sword, so that's why I want to do it. Because it's one place left to raid, where the guy who has the sword is, that we have to beat up to get said sword. So, like, I don't know how good the sword itself is. Maybe it'll be amazing. I don't know. I am a little excited to find out. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked up the stats or anything. Also, there were some people disappointed that this update didn't include the transmog or whatever the hell you want to call it to make your armor look different. I still see quite a bit of talk online about wanting that feature back from Odyssey. Even if it was, there was some that were like, you want it so you can change it to look like whatever armor, and there was other ones that were like, even if they don't give us that, it would be nice if you could upgrade your armor but make it look like one of the earlier versions if you chose, because, and I agree with them, the final version of a lot of armors is really flashy and has a lot of gold in it. Why developers think that to make, like, the best looking armor they need to use gold, I don't know. That could just be because I couldn't really care less about gold. Like, gold isn't really, like, I don't like gold stuff, you know? Oh, look at that. There was another raid point. Good. This wasn't in vain then. Awesome. Okay, so we do have 2 places to raid along with our final one, and that did take us up to 40 minutes, so we'll call it done there. So yeah, that'll be it for this part. Next part, I think we will start with the raid, or with the river raid boss, I guess. I mean, I can't really think. He probably is the river raid boss. I don't know how hard he's going to be. Probably not very. But, you know. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next time for more.